The race for the White House remains the biggest talker in politics from coast to coast. Some Oregon Democrats saying this week that President Biden should think about stepping aside in his re-election bid.
And this comes as Republicans gear up for the RNC next week with a controversial platform and VP candidate set to be announced. Todd Unger talked with Judy Kurtz from The Hill to break it all down.
Judy, President Biden and his re-election bid still the talk of the country. The big question, should he keep running? George Clooney, a one-time huge supporter and fundraiser, apparently doesn't think so, out with that tough op-ed this week. What are you hearing about all of this?
Yeah, the Clooney op-ed really sent shockwaves from here in Washington all the way over to Hollywood. It set off a firestorm amongst celebrities as well. Rob Reiner agreeing with Clooney that Biden's got to go, he said, the director of When Harry Met Sally. And then others as well. Michael Douglas weighed in saying that Clooney makes a valid point. And Michael Douglas, just like Clooney, recently hosted a fundraiser for President Biden. So it's really send off this domino effect, had this domino effect on Hollywood voices against Biden.
At the end of the day, though, does any of this really make any difference? I mean, ultimately, only the president can decide to step aside.
It does make a difference. I'll tell you in what way. It doesn't necessarily sway people's votes if George Clooney says he's not going to be supporting Biden any longer, but it can make a big dent in fundraising abilities, especially for Democrats who are usually closely tied with Hollywood and left-leaning Hollywood. So the ability to fundraise and raise some dollars from these Hollywood celebrities could be crippled by a lot of Hollywood leaving their support for Biden at the door. In addition to that, it does put this headline in people's minds about whether Biden is fit to serve for another 4 years. And I'm sure that the Biden camp does not want those headlines right about now.
True, good point. Switching gears now, next week is the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee. A lot of speculation about Trump's potential running mate. There's also some talk about the Republican platform and some questionable points in there. What do you anticipate in Milwaukee?
Yeah, well, former President Trump, ever the showman, is doing this apprentice style with his potential VP announcement, which is likely to come during the convention. He keeps teasing out, leaving little breadcrumbs about who he's going to pick, whether that's Senator J.D. Vance or Marco Rubio or Todd Burgum. But we will know come next week who that is going to be. And listen, he does have to address some of the platform that the RNC rolled out this week. In terms of abortion, immigration, the party has vowed to do the biggest mass deportation in American history, education. He is going to need to touch on those topics when he does speak on Thursday.
Judy Kurtz from The Hill. Judy, thanks so much for the time.